Russian forces are striking fresh targets in eastern and southern Ukraine this Thursday. Moscow has focused its attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure, leaving millions of people in the dark and without heat, while much of the country is under freezing temperatures. Fighting is particularly intense in the Donetsk region in eastern Ukraine, including the city of Bakhmut. We get the latest from our Kyiv correspondent, Gulliver Craig.
Intense fighting is going on around Bakhmut. It has been really for 5 months. Russia is trying very, very hard to take control of this city, which is the third largest Ukrainian-controlled city in Donetsk region. So that's the Donbass region, a large part of which is still occupied by Russia. But Russia has failed to take control of the rest of Donetsk region. Whenever I speak to soldiers who've been fighting around Bakhmut, they always say, I think always use the same expression, it's hell. And they always compare it to other places that they may have served on the front lines in this war and in the war that's been going on in Donbass since 2014, and saying that the situation in Bakhmut is really particularly intense. But the Ukrainian expert community and international experts as well don't really have a very clear explanation as to why Russia is devoting so much of its forces and so much violence towards trying to take control of Bakhmut while still failing to do so. Because even if they do ultimately manage to take control of this city of Bakhmut, which is certainly not out of the question, where do they go from there? That is the question, because the two largest cities in Donetsk region that are currently controlled by Ukraine, Slavyansk and Kramatorsk, are extremely well defended. Russia has no means now of taking those towns from the north via any kind of pincer movement backed up by forces coming up from the south from Bakhmut, because the Ukrainians took back from under Russian control the town of Liman in the north of Donetsk region. So it seems like a very, very huge and very bloody effort being made by the Russians with this determination to try to take Bakhmut. But it doesn't necessarily mean that even if they ultimately succeed, it will very much change the course of the war.